key signatures. Write this down. For the good people at home, write down everything I write on the board. Always. Key signatures. The rule. For sharp key signatures. Is the last sharp is the leading tone. What's the leading tone?
It's the little 7.
The seventh scale degree, that's right.
Yeah.
The seventh scale degree is the leading tone.
I'm gonna put that in the
So if we're in the key of C, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Let's hear what that sounds like. That's going to be scale degree 1. And we write the degree symbol in music like a little hat. Alright, in chemistry class you would write it like a little circle, but we don't do that. In music we write a little hat, scale degree 1, scale degree 2, scale degree 3, scale degree 4, scale degree 5, scale degree 6, scale degree 7, scale degree 8. A leading tone is defined as the 7th scale degree. That's the leading tone. It's the tone that leads to the key. Leading tone. That's it. Short definition. Okay? That's the leading tone. Because it leads to the resolution in our key. 7th scale degree. So the last sharp in any sharp key signature is the leading tone.
Would a sharp key signature be a key signature like with all sharps? Or does it have to be mostly sharps?
There's only all sharps. There's no key signature that combines sharps and flats. That would be really neat though.
You should make one.
I do. It's called the Bendorian.
Oh.
The Bendorian mode. Now, there is no Bendorian mode. That was a joke. So let's take a look at a key signature here. Doesn't want to focus.
Breathe.
Here's a key signature. How many sharps are in this key signature?
1
1. Right.
in each hand.
So,
That, my friend, is G. The key.
well, on each clef, we'll put it that way. There's one
Oh,
sharp. So,
clef.
it's G. Why is it G? What sharp is this?
That is the G sharp.
That is the F sharp.
That is the, I cannot.
There's no G sharp in the key of G. That is the G sharp. There can only be one letter in every key. That's important. So that's F sharp. So this is a sharp. Is this a sharp key signature or is it a flat key signature?
It is a sharp key signature.
Right. So do we apply the rule?
Yes.
Yes. So let's play an F sharp. That has to be the 7th scale degree. To go from 7th scale degree to 8th scale degree is 1/2 step. So go up 1/2 step. Right. Now we're in the key of. So if that's 7, what's 1? Or 8, because 8 is 1. The 1st scale degree equals the 8th scale degree. What's the answer? 7, 8. Quickly.
G.
G, yeah, good. So what key are we in?
The key of G.
We're in the key of G. That's it. So 1 sharp is the key of G. And anything you can play in one key, you can play in the other key. Here's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the key of C. Let's go to G. You can play anything in any key. Go ask your sister to stop, please. So that we can really hear it. Then come back down. So, G. So key of G. Key. G is going to be 1.
Sharp.
Sharp. We'll tell Mommy that I'm recording and they need some serious right there. Key of G is 1 sharp. So, the next sharp is going to be, the next key will be, we'll add another sharp. Oh, no. Thank you. No black marker though.
Is it one of those 3 right there?
Yeah. Hey, these guys are banging like crazy on the floor. So the second sharp, this is F sharp. Next we'll add, what sharp is this?
That is the no, that is C sharp.
C sharp, good, yeah.
I was almost incorrect.
So if this is C sharp,
C sharp.
what's the rule? Can you read the rule for me? Just read it.
The last sharp is the leading tone.
Right, well this is the first sharp because we read from left to right. So this is the last sharp.
In this country.
So C sharp is the leading tone. What's the leading tone? What does that
That
mean?
is the 7th scale degree and the
Seventh
half
scale
step
degree.
before the octave.
And a half step before the key. Yeah, the octave. Right, so what's a half step up from C sharp?
D.
Right, and to get our tonal center, we do this. Can you do that?
I don't know what you did,
The
but
5
I'll
and
try.
the 5 and the 1 chord. It's a D chord and an A chord and a D chord. So the D is going to be the 8. Yeah, that's it. And then a D chord. It's an A, not a B. There we go.
I did it.
So if C sharp is the leading tone, D is the first scale degree, or 8, right? So what key are we in? If you see 2 sharps, what key are we in?
D.
D. Yes. Good. Yeah, see, it's worked. All right.
It's
One
magical.
sharp. So
I'm getting smarter.
the key of D is, well, write all that smarts down. Write everything I put on the board.
Okay.
Write down everything I put on the board,
Um,
please. Two sharps.
that's G.
Two sharps is the key of D. Two sharps.
G. Okay. Should I write that down? Ooh. Two sharps equals D.
Yeah, so you have the key of C, key of G has one sharp, the key of D has two sharps. Okay, two sharps. F sharp and G. Let's go on.
Is there a rule for flat key signatures?
Well, there must be, but we'll get to that.
Alright.
So let's make this red sharp black.
Oh no.
Let's see. Three sharps. There must be a pattern to this. Three sharps.
Now that's a G sharp.
G sharp, right.
Finally, I did it.
G sharp.
And it is the last sharp.
Okay. Now let's read the rule. What's the rule?
The last sharp is the leading tone.
Right, the last sharp's the leading tone. What's the leading tone? What's the definition of a leading tone?
The 7th degree
The seventh scale degree.
scale.
The seventh degree sounds like something really tough.
It's
Seventh
7
scale.
degrees outside right now.
So if G sharp is the leading tone, what key are we in?
We are in the key of A.
A. Key of A. Right. So it's a half
key
step
of
up.
A
The leading
has
tone is
three
always a half
sharps.
step down. So we have A. Okay? So we have D, and then we have the key of A. We'll write that up here.
3 sharps. Oh,
That's
die.
three sharps.
Bird calls.
Three sharps. Good.
And 4 sharps, I know, is the key of E. Because I figured it out through my own blood, sweat, and tears.
Hold on now. The people at home may not have figured it out. We don't want to give away the answer
Alright,
before we figure it out.
no spoilers, I got it.
Although technically, this is your lesson. You can do whatever you want.
I would say that, but it's gone.
4 sharps. Let's see. What's the last sharp in the key signature for 4 sharps? The last sharp.
That, my friend, is a D sharp. Correct?
A D sharp. Yes, the D sharp.
Oh,
and
thank
what's
goodness.
what's the rule for key signatures?
For sharp key signatures, it's the last sharp is the leading tone.
The last sharp is the leading tone. So the leading tone is what? What's the definition of a leading tone?
7th scale degree.
The 7th scale degree. Good. Repetition is the way to teach. So, what's the 8th scale degree, which would be a half step up from the 7th scale degree?
It is E.
I don't know why I put that in.
Coffee break.
Where are we? E. Yeah. Good. So E. So we're in the key of E. So E has 4 sharps. I'll tell you something interesting about the key of E. The key of E with its 4 sharps is the easiest key to play on the piano because the black keys match perfectly up with the shape of the hand, the contour of the hand. So E is Now,
That was beautiful.
those chords are not easy to play, but the key itself. Whoa, where I can't bend this right. That's the key of E. Okay, it's the easiest key to play. So that's 4 sharps. So let's write that. 4 sharps.
Already did it.
You're gonna fill these in.
I do gotta fill those in, but they're all flats. And wait, one of them is a sharp, so I'm gonna figure that one out. And this is our next one on the list. So.
Yeah. By the way, sharps are the black keys on the piano. If we haven't gone through that.
Well, flats can also be the black keys, but
There's white keys and black keys on the piano, and the sharps are the black keys. You probably know that by now if you're watching this video, but that's okay. I'm going to interact more with the people at home. They've been
lonely for company. They need musical interaction, which is interaction, but at random points you will burst out into song. It's like a musical, but in real life.
So, we have 4 sharps, going from 4 sharps.
To be honest, I feel like I'm living High School the Musical, the musical, the series.
I don't know what that is.
Good.
It's good. Let's see.
I mean, it might be good.
All right, now this one's a little special. 5 sharps. Now, the sharps have been going down a 4th, right? So from F sharp to C sharp, and then up a 5th, C sharp to G sharp. Down,
This one's going
now
up
hold on,
eight.
let me speak for a second. Down a 4th, up a 5th, but up a 5th is also down a 4th. Okay, so you can either go up a 5th or down a 4th, and you get to the same note. So it's really just up a 5th, up a 5th, up a 5th, up a 5th, up a 5th. But since we don't want to have key signatures with all of these ledger lines, we're going to go down a 4th. So we'll go down a 4th, up a 5th, down a 4th, up a 5th. But if we go up a 5th, we need a ledger line for the next sharp. And we don't want sharps on ledger lines because we've already got 5 ledger lines. We don't need to draw extra ledger lines for sharps. That's just so uncouth to do so. So we're going to go down. We're going to go down a 4th and down a 4th again instead of up a 5th. We're going to break the pattern, but we're not really breaking the pattern because all the sharps are sharped if you sharp one of them in the key signature. Up and down, left and right. So we're going to go down to this sharp, but I'm going to
See, I know you lose me at the point where my head just becomes a bunch of white noise, like static. Just bzzz.
just write all these key signatures down.
Well, most of them are written down for me.
And what is the last sharp? Because we read from left to right. So what is the last sharp in this key signature?
That is A sharp. So that is the C, not the C, that is the key.
A sharp is the 7th scale degree, is the leading tone. And what's the
Yes.
leading tone? I gave it to you.
The 7th scale degree.
Alright.
Because you
A
definitely can
sharp.
just say that.
7th scale degree. And what comes after 7 in the numerical system?
8.
8. And that's a half step away, so after A sharp is
It's B.
B. So we're in the key of what?
B.
We're in the key of B.
But I already answered B for now.
Now you can kind of check your math here.
Huh.
And I'll show you why. B is going to have 5 sharps.
Ba, 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 ba. 0 sharps is the key of C, and then 1 sharp is G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there 6?
I have no dark reds left. Well, that's an interesting question. Sharps are black keys on the piano, but really the definition of sharp just means a half step up. So you could have a B sharp, play a B sharp. Yeah, there you go, that's a B sharp, right? Play a C flat. Which one's higher?
C.
Ah, there is no C. I said B sharp or C flat. Which one's higher? B sharp or C flat?
B sharp.
It's a trick question. B sharp is indeed higher. You must have known it was a trick question. It's a higher pitch, but it's the same note on the piano. But if you're playing violin, if you're going to play a B sharp, you're actually going to be slightly higher than the C, believe it or not. So, I asked it wrong. I said which one's, what I meant to say was which one's higher, a B sharp or a C. And the answer is actually B sharp. It's a little bit higher in pitch than the C. But they're the same on the piano because you cannot control the pitch of the piano. The hammer just bong hits the note, and if the string is out of tune, you have to call the piano tuner to come retune your piano. But on the string instruments, you affect the tuning by your fingers,
placement.
and so you're actually going to play a little bit higher. They're not the same note. They're enharmonic equivalents, but they're not the same note. You can't say that.
Okay.
So there's 5. I gave it away. How many black keys are on the piano in 1 octave?
In 1 octave?
Yes, that's all that matters.
6. Well, 5. I mean, I guess that one technically doesn't count because it's just like just outside the range.
There are 5 black keys on the piano. C sharp, D
In an
sharp,
octave.
F sharp,
So
G
I
sharp,
did
and A
I did
sharp.
in between C and
Right.
C, and then I counted
Yeah.
that one.
So here they are. There's 5 black keys.
The temptation to start playing Mulan is real.
5 black keys. How many sharps are in this key signature?
5.
So, that's all the black keys on the piano.
That's crazy.
We got 'em all.
Dude.
So, what key is 5 sharps?
B.
B. What key is 0 sharps? Let's say I'm let's say I'm going to
C.
change keys. This is what I would do. If I want to change keys from B to C, that'd be pretty bold. From B to C, but it happens in a key. So let's say I'm doing this. Let's say I'm playing
Oh
in the key of B. I got my composition, and my composition sounds a little bit like this. I just did a hard transpose. Boom! No preparation. Hard transpose from
no.
B.
That's crazy.
Hard transpose from B to C. The way I would write that is you can't just write a double bar line. You have to write a double bar line, which means new section or new transposition or something, or new meter. And then you can't just leave it. You have to actually naturalize all of these sharps. So you would have to write natural, F natural, C natural, G natural, D natural. Kind of no point in making this pink, but we'll do it anyway.
Just for the sake of consistency.
Just because it's pretty. Pink.
Pretty pink.
Alright, so you have to naturalize all your sharps. And now that's the key of C. No sharps, no flats.